Welcome back to the channel, y'all. I'd like to welcome you back to another day of paradise, or as I like to call it, Parsons Productions. In today's episode, we have something very exciting. Now, a lot of you may be questioning it. I, for one, am questioning it, but I've got another project I'd like to introduce you to today. Today is the starting of a new series that we'll be working on site, as well as the KZ750 in the background. I don't want anyone to freak out. I have not forgotten about the KZ750, nor have I stopped working on it at all. We got plenty of parts incoming, as well as already here for the build. However, I'm starting another side hustle, as you can call it, of flipping. Now, I am taking broken things and making them better and selling them for a profit. So the other day, I found a smoking deal on a Suzuki SV650, the 2006 model year. This one is, some may say, totaled. However, the vehicle still has a clean title. Now, I would love to reveal this, but let me tell you a little bit more about it. The gentleman I bought this bike off of, super nice, super kind. He told me the whole story of how he loved the heck out of this bike, and he drove it every single day, commuted on it to work, and how of the tragedy of the accidents that occurred. It was really sad, really kind of heartbreaking. I spoke to him and told him that my plans for it were to make it a bike that came off the showroom floor. And that is exactly my plans with it. And I don't believe it needs too much work. That's with my know-how and capabilities of the new studio and what I'm capable of. I believe that there is a really good chance that we could get this thing back on the road and running. So let me show you the new 2006 Suzuki SV650. And voila! Here is the 2006 model Suzuki SV650. Now, you can see this bike is in a little bit of a rough shape. You can see it's been in a front end collision. This bike actually did a somersault essentially, and it had some pretty nasty damage. You can see the front forks are pretty bashed up. This one's actually snapped in half here. Now the rider is okay. He did suffer some minor injuries that he is recovering from, but good news is he's still alive, which is what I like to hear. This fork is bent, but definitely need replacing. I don't know if it runs. I have not heard this thing run, and I am a little sketched on if it does run. But that is the chance we're willing to take with these kind of things. You can see there is a few other things that it needs doing. A lot of the metal, like the rear sets in its upper subframe, is crooked or bent to the left here. So there is literally four bolts holding this rear subframe on. Take it off, heat it up, bend it back. It'll be quick. The exhaust has seen better days. It's kind of falling apart here. It's missing a radiator cap. I think it might just need a whole new radiator, to tell you the truth. It's also missing the seat and part of the cowling here. Good news is all the lights turn on and everything. I have the key to it. Everything lights up, so that is a really good sign. Now, the one thing I am a little concerned about is the engine. I don't see any cracks or anything on the block. You can see the block looks fairly decent. I don't see any visible cracks or any visible damage to it. There is a bit of a bash here on the downpipe, which is easily replaceable. You can see the radiator's actually got a hole in it, so that's where all the coolant went. However, I don't think it's going to be that much of work. What do you think you're doing over there? Hey, don't jump off you. All right, but anyway, I don't think it's going to be that much work. I actually have some old CBR shocks that are these 41 millimeter shocks, and they might just fit right up, so I actually might not even have to buy new shocks. For the most part, like, it's all pretty much intact. Like, it's just this front end damage that's really messed up. My plan for it right now is to throw some new shocks on it, get it at least mobile, so I don't have to have a 2x4 holding it up. But other than that, it's here. It's not bad, and I think it's could be a really quick sell project that we can turn for a profit. Other than that, I hope you guys like my purchase. Suzuki SV650 is a bike that I've ridden before. It's a wonderful bike. My buddy back in Albuquerque used to have one, and I rode it a couple times, and it is a wonderful bike. Handles like no other. It's really nimble, really quick, really agile. So that's why when I saw this, I was like, whoa, no way, that's super cool. So and I had to have it. So here is the Suzuki, and I hope you guys will stay tuned for all the Suzuki progress we make in the future. So once again, thanks for joining another episode of Parsons Productions, and I will catch you guys in the next installment of the Suzuki Build Series.